In a small, forgotten town nestled among dense woods, there stood an old, dilapidated house known as the Holloway Estate. It had been abandoned for decades, and the townsfolk spoke of it only in hushed whispers. They claimed that the house was cursed, haunted by the spirit of Eliza Holloway, who vanished on a stormy night many years ago. One evening, a curious group of teenagers, daring each other to confront their fears, decided to explore the estate. Armed with flashlights and bravado, they made their way through the twisted gate and into the overgrown garden. The air felt thick and cold, as if the house itself was drawing breath, waiting for them. As they stepped inside, the door creaked open, revealing a dimly lit foyer. Time had not been kind. The wallpaper peeled like dead skin, and shadows danced in the flickering light of their flashlights. They split up, laughing nervously, challenging each other to find Eliza's room, rumored to be on the second floor, the last place she was seen alive. One by one, they ventured deeper into the house. Whispers echoed down the dark hallways, their own voices mingling with something else, cold and sinister. "Is someone there?" one of them called out, but their only response was a chilling silence. As they reached the stairs, the atmosphere shifted. The temperature plummeted, and with every creaking step, the house seemed to groan in response. They felt an unseen presence lurking behind them, but when they turned, nothing was there. Finally, they found the door to Eliza's room, its once bright paint faded and peeling. As they pushed it open, the air grew heavy. A musty smell of decay filled their nostrils. Inside, they discovered an old, dust-covered mirror leaned against the wall, framed in tarnished silver. It was cracked but still reflective. One of the braver friends stepped closer, peering into the depths of the mirror. But instead of their reflection, they saw a figure, Eliza, her eyes hollow and pleading, her lips moving silently. Suddenly, a cold wind swept through the room, slamming the door shut behind them. Panic set in as they rushed to the door, but it wouldn't budge. The room began to darken, the shadows stretching unnaturally, creeping up their legs like icy fingers. They turned back to the mirror, and this time, Eliza's face was twisted in anguish, her mouth wide open in a silent scream. When the storm finally subsided and the townsfolk returned to check on the old house, they found it silent once more. The doors creaked open to reveal only dust and despair. The mirror stood undisturbed, but there was something different about it now. Faint whispers echoed from its surface, and behind the glass, shadowy figures begged for release, their faces twisted in horror. Legend says that on stormy nights, if you stand close enough to the Holloway estate, you can still hear the whispers of the trapped souls, forever calling for help, while Eliza's hollow eyes watch you from the mirror, waiting for the next curious soul to enter the house and join her fate. So be careful, dear reader, when you hear the wind howl and the shadows grow long. For in the darkest corners of forgotten places, sometimes the past still lingers, waiting for the unwary to step too close, never to return.